We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day. Spopo's the Mike. Mike Spopo. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitz...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dwayne Smoot. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence. That caught by Manhurts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Ready. 70, Indy. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's a give to Etienne. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A give running right, Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 59, Mike.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On first down, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, it's Tannehill. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
You're going to see me in your nightmares. Mike, check, 59. Hey, I'm coming.
Now Tannehill.
Mike, 59.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the 2 of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. And to throw again is Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Good footwork at the 30. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Tannehill. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 43.
Now a handoff to Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Being chased out left. Got a man, that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
It's going to be a long. It's going to be a long.
Now it's Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I'm here all day. Hey, watch that.
Now Lawrence. And Shark calls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On first down, Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
On second down, it's Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flushed out right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now Tannehill. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he checks this one down to Williams. Shifts by at the 15. And it's a Titans touchdown. Damian Williams. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Lawrence going to throw again. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That catch good for only a couple. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Mike, check, 59. Watch the run. Mike's 59.
Play action, it's Tannehill.
You don't know no better.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tannehill throwing again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Check. Fresno. Hey, over. Check 4.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Check.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Off play action, Tannehill. This one swung out to Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing Tannehill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Etienne once more. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Jaguars, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.